Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. I don't know where to start. Arsenal top of the league, believe it or not. Liverpool still a point. Man City fans are screaming, we got robbed. And Alex and myself got it all wrong, where Chelsea got humbled in St. James's Park. 4-1, Reece James red card. Trent Alexander-Arnold steals the show at the Etihad from Doku, from Haaland, from everyone, even though people say he got cooked by Doku. I'm not sure what people think. I actually don't know what to think about the game, but I'm here with a fantastic panel, of course. Hamza to answer for his crime. Saad, top of the league. The Liverpool lot, Rack, and Michael, of course. And we're going to have Patrick, and of course, Alex is here. As I got a DM and people asking me, Alex has to answer for his crimes because he said Newcastle will not win. But there's only one place to start, which is it is my birthday today, people. Today is my birthday.
Happy
I'm
birthday,
here
Mo.
doing a show for you. Thank you, people. It's actually my birthday today. Thank you so much. And the Premier League did not disappoint today. Even Kai Havertz scored today. But let's
How old
start
are
with
you?
Liverpool.
45, 46? How old are you? 45, 46?
I'm 39 today. I'm 39. But listen, people, hit that like button for me, please. If you just joined the stream, we're in for a great show for you. A good reaction. I'm gonna start actually. I'm gonna take a vote. Do we let Hamza waffle and start the monologue, or we get somebody else to talk? Everybody's good with Hamza.
Oh, Hamza, let Hamza go. Let Hamza go. Go on,
let
Hamza.
Hamza say his things. Go ahead.
I don't know what to say, man. Disgraceful. Really disgraceful. Disgraceful today. Absolutely disgraceful. Because I'll not lower my standards. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be Alex, whatever it is. I will never lower my standards. And I have better standards than that. At the end of the day, today, a draw is a loss. For us, a draw is a loss. We've lost 2 games. One against Chelsea and one against Liverpool. It's a fact. I'm
For
not
triple winners, yes. For Chelsea in 10th, yes.
Yeah, I'm disappointed today. I can't believe it. Like, listen. First, did Liverpool deserve that? No, they didn't deserve that at all. They didn't deserve it today. They did not deserve that point. But listen, they got that point today. I think the referee got it wrong in terms of. I'm not gonna complain. The thing is, we don't complain, and I'm not gonna go back. I'll only say it once, and that's it. I'm not gonna linger. Complaining is when you keep lingering about the same problem over and over again.
Every single Man City fan is saying robbed. Like he said, we don't complain. Every single Man City fan saying you guys are getting robbed.
Used to this. The thing is, they know it was Liverpool. That goal should have been allowed 100%. But we don't want to look for. We don't want to look for VR recording and referee must be sacked and wave the flag about complaining because we haven't won the league for many years. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, that happens. You're gonna get it back, and that's part. It's happened to us a couple of times. But you know what? It's part of life. It's part of life. But today, let's talk about a few things. Number one, today has highlighted the issue that City fans need to be arrogant. Like, we haven't got a big squad. We haven't got a big... You got scammers here who invest in transfer windows every January and summer. Every single January. And you know who I'm talking about. They're always like, January, and they don't win anything with that transfer, whether they like it or not. They're looking for January transfer because every transfer has gone wrong. Okay, their player scored today, congratulations, but it doesn't mean that he's been successful and he's not going to deliver them big title. City's bench showed it all. City's bench showed it all. Pep Guardiola, and if he's listening, I am sorry. We've let you down 100%. You're the only manager that can hook that. Our players were tired. Alvarez didn't need to play. He's jet lagged. He's tired. He's physically tired. He's exhausted. He's been playing every single game. Rodri, tired, exhausted. Yeah? We got players like Bernardo playing in midfield. They're exhausted. Yeah? And at the end of the day, we haven't not spent the same money that we used to spend before. Be arrogant. Liverpool spending 85 million on a midfielder. Szoboszlai. Yeah, 85 million on a 100 million.
You spent 80 million on a defender.
Yeah, no, okay, fair enough. But that's the only first time.
What happened to Guardiola?
1 second. They
You old fraud. What happened to Guardiola?
70 million. It can go down the drain. They don't complain. Darwin Nunes, 100 million euros, goes down the drain. They don't complain. Oh, don't worry about it.
What do you mean it goes down the drain? They just
Gakpo
got
goes
it
for 50 million, doesn't even
It goes
start.
down the drain.
Yeah. 50 million Gakpo doesn't even start. 30, 40 million Jota is always. They've got a big squad. But look at us. We had two
Big
people.
squad. Liverpool has a big squad.
Yes. We
Are
had
you
6
that
players on
out
the
this
bench.
stupid?
We had
Oh my
6 players
word!
on the
Liverpool
bench.
has a big
Whether you
squad.
like it or not, we had 6 players on the bench. It doesn't take away. Let me look at Ortega in goal, goalkeeper. We
I
had
swear,
3
if you lived in
keepers
Saudi Arabia,
the
you will
squad.
have all your
We had
extremities chopped
Carson.
off for
We had
lions,
Carson.
for
Scott
stealing.
Carson is
Oh my word,
40-year-old.
Hamza.
40-year-old keeper, 42-year-old. He's sitting on the bench as if we're gonna need a third keeper. As if to get Guardiola's asked for a third keeper. I really feel sorry for him. Then I look on the next game. I got a guy who he's been eating breakfast, lunch, dinner every single day at my football club. And he goes to the toilet, uses the bathroom, he uses everything from my football club. He uses our soap, everything, shampoo, lotion. But he comes there, my guy doesn't do anything for my football club. He takes on top of that, he takes for everything. Calvin Phillips.
Shameless.
Yeah,
Shameless.
Calvin Phillips doesn't. I'm sorry. My standard at my football club is not good enough. So if Pep really believed him, he's sitting on the bench. We don't even trust him. Sergio Gomez, he was worth 8 million. We bought him, we sit on the bench. Oscar Bob, a youngster, another one. We had like John Stone didn't need to come back now. We knew John Stones was fit in
He's
2
on
weeks.
the bench. He didn't play him.
He wasn't fit. Pep knew. It was medically. He said he's not going to be back until 2 weeks' time from now. He's been rushed back.
Why did you put him
Hamza,
on the bench?
so Hamza, I'm being serious. Guys, hit that like button. We almost have 400 people here. So let me just, before you go on, all I am hearing from you are excuses. You literally started your monologue and saying, I'm not going to talk about excuses. You literally started saying, I'm not going to do excuses. My problem, Man City today, you should have won the game.
100%. Easy.
Right? However, Liverpool still created chances. And let me get to Rack or Michael. This notion that Liverpool didn't create chances, that's not true. That's not true.
Tell me a chance they had.
Nunes had a chance, a couple of chances.
Which one?
The header was free
header, yeah.
Free header. That's a free header. Any other striker will score
header.
that.
What are we doing here?
Okay, so how many
I
chances
don't know what
did
he's
you get?
doing here,
Okay,
Hamza.
I'm being serious. Man City had all the position in the world. You scored from a mistake. Did you or did you not? What was the chance before that? A clear-cut chance that you create? I need the other people to talk. Michael, Rag, please.
Please. No, Hamza, please tell. No. Stop. Show me your hands. Put your hands like this, and stop googling. And tell me exactly the first chance
we had a header ruled out as a goal. We had a goal.
No.
That's not what we asked.
Doku passed a couple of times.
I don't want to get this. Let's get this out of the way, okay? I'm gonna say my opinion about this, and then you guys can go ahead and say. People that said that this goal should stood. Okay, I grew up knowing that the goalkeeper should not be challenged in terms of contact. You don't put your hand on the shoulder. You don't barge into the goalkeeper, no matter how soft it is, when they're jumping to get the ball in the 6-yard box. That's one. Number two, is it soft? Yes, I'll give you that. For every Man City fan, it's soft. However, the referee called it on the pitch as a free kick. They looked at it and said there was contact. Soft or not soft, force or not.
So did the referee in the pitch call it as
he called it foul.
So that's my problem. People wanted them to look at the monitor and say the force wasn't there where the contact is clear. Do I know if there is a force or not? I don't know. If this was against my team and the referee called it as a free kick on the pitch, and then they go to the monitor, if there was no contact, that's clear and obvious. But I'm sorry, there was contact twice. The hand and the barge on the goalkeeper. Soft? Yes, I agree. 100%.
Okay.
Do you know the rules, Hamza? Hold on. Hamza, do you know the rules of the game?
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting above you. I know more rules than you. Yes, I do.
You're sitting above me?
I do. I knew more rules than you. That's a fact. That's why.
But I want to. Can we move on?
That's beyond trolling. If you're gonna bring that to know the rules, you're dumber than you actually are.
Can we move on from the referees, because this is my opinion and we're gonna disagree. All of us are gonna disagree. And I've seen a lot of Liverpool people say it should be a goal. I disagree with you. Because you're saying that because you got a point. If you didn't get a point, by the way, all Liverpool fans will say no. It should have stood. It shouldn't have stood.
So just quickly about this, right? I for some reason I thought the referee had given that as a goal, and then VR reversed it, and that was what was really surprising, because to reverse that decision is a bigger deal than if you just go with the on-field decision, which is that's the default position. Okay, I think it was a foul, because if you have a goalkeeper going up like this, any contact on one of those arms means you stop him catching the ball, even if it's relatively minimal, because you can imagine the ball's being caught like this. Any kind of small touch, bear in mind he's also in the air, right? So you haven't got anything to stop you moving. It's potentially a fact. The fact now that you guys have corrected me, and that I also know that the on-field referee gave it as a foul. There's no real.
I don't understand why people are crying. Like it was a free kick given. There was not enough evidence to overturn it, because they looked at the monitor and said, "Yeah, there was contact. Yes, he barged into him. Yes, he had his hand on him."
Goalkeepers always going to.
I can explain you, because if he's above Chelsea, that means that he knows rules better.
I'm not talking about Hamza, Alex, but you get.
I know, but
Hamza, Alex, the amount of crying on Twitter for this particular call, I'm like, how can
Twitter.
you?
No, it's Twitter.
I'm sorry. With a lot of other people absolutely said that it's not. The goal should have stood. If that happened to your club, you'll be sitting here crying. If that happened to your club and your goalkeeper get challenged in the air and the goal gets overturned, I'm not even saying given, as Rax said it exactly right. On field, a free kick. There is no way they can overturn it. But let's move on from this.
Can I talk on this, Mo, on this game?
Yeah, of course. Talk to me.
No, because, we've had waffle. I thought I was working at the Waffle House at the moment here. So let's get the syrup out and actually talk about the football game. Liverpool were lucky today. And that's coming from Liverpool fans. Liverpool were lucky. We were garbage. I don't care what any Liverpool fan says. We were garbage. Okay, second half we improved. Curtis Jones was an abysmal today. Twice in the first half, we were on a good counterattack, and this guy made the same mistake twice, holding onto the ball too long. And then what happens? We give the ball away, and then City are able to counterattack. Curtis Jones should have came off immediately halftime because he was terrible. Salah, terrible, even though I thought Ake was brilliant today, but Salah was garbage. Darwin had a couple chances, should have buried them. And I think the only one where I'm like, you should have scored it is probably the header. The other ones, they're a little bit half in there. The left-footed shot that's near post, Ederson had it covered. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the point because we played terrible and we should have really played a lot better to what our standards are. Szoboszlai didn't have a good game. Jones didn't have a good game. But the difference was when I saw the bench for Liverpool and the bench for Man City, I said, this is where we can get back into this game. It's the bench. And that's exactly what happened. Klopp made 5 subs and Man City made 0 subs today. He played the full 90 for the starting 11. And you see Gravenberch making a difference. Diaz, not as much. So I don't know what Rack thinks, but I'm happy with the point. But wow, that game was not good enough at all.
I think that's the third time.
Based on the game, City should have won.
Oh, easily.
But City is the one that give those mistakes to Liverpool in the first place.
No, but also the goal that Man City scored was from a Liverpool mistake because Alisson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Moment. So what I'm saying is like Liverpool a City did the same thing with Chelsea. They the one that makes mistake and let us into the game when we played against them. So there's a cracks open up. There's availability there. You see what I'm saying? Within the game, I just think the what's the name? I think what's his name? The Doku, whatever, the Kaku, whatever the guy, his name. He needs to be like the thing is gone.
He literally cook. Okay.
He overcooks players.
Okay, let me ask you, Alex. Looking at someone. And let me ask Hamza. As well. I want to. So Doku today, did he have Trent Alexander-Arnold on toast?
Yes, fact. You'll be the biggest fraud.
Okay. Here is my point about it. Doku was very good. Trent couldn't defend him. Here is my point. Trent couldn't defend him.
We have to now come to a point where we're allowed to criticize Liverpool or Arsenal players. I'm sorry, in this country.
No, Trent was
People
absolutely
are
terrible
fake
defensively.
in
I
this
get you.
country.
I'm with you.
I that's what they hate me. I criticize them. I come up with them. I tell them the truth. And I'm not scared. I speak the truth.
Yeah, he literally did.
Doku killed
He
him.
overcooked him. You know what I'm saying? Like he
No.
beat him,
We
and he
scored
tries
a
to
goal.
make a move again and gets into the original
He
position.
made chances. He made chances. We should have finished.
Patrick, you gotta show us your face. We can't hear you.
Because
We can't hear you. Patrick, we cannot hear you, by the way. We cannot hear you.
There's literally a couple of chances when he actually beat him and had, if he wouldn't try to do it again, he would have been in a better position to go forward. But he does the trick again and kind of gets, you know, like it's like free, like you're doing 180. But if you're doing 180 again, you return to original position. And that's what he does sometimes against when he beats the player. He beat him, and for some reason, he keeps doing the same trick and allow defender to get back at him. That was his problem.
No, he did. He listen. The biggest joke is you have to analyze football. Is every time you got the ball, Mohamed Salah had to come and help Brentford.
Mohamed Salah wasn't the only person. No.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing this.
Mohamed Salah had a bad game because he was defending, helping Trent. Salah had a stinker today. Stinker.
Salah got the assist, by the way.
No, but he had a stinker.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the
Can
thing
I-
about
can I-
Mohamed
can I
Salah.
just-
I'm
go?
gonna tell you one thing.
Man of the
I'm gonna tell you about something about
Before your man of the
Salah.
match. I was
Yeah,
shocked.
Mohamed Salah is like Haaland. Haaland today wasn't great, but when the chance came, bang,
Buried
done,
it.
goal.
Salah
Mohamed
didn't
Salah,
do anything today.
Mohamed Salah every time had a Ake, to be honest, put him in his pocket.
Ake was incredible.
Ake put him in his pocket. But when the chance came, Mohamed Salah delivered 2 chances, by the way. The one to Darwin Núñez, if there's a better forward, Darwin Núñez finish it. And the other one is the assist.
But you could say he put him in the pocket, right? You could put him in his pocket in the sense that Mohamed Salah didn't beat him on one-on-ones, but Mohamed Salah played passes into good positions. One of them was the goal that created opportunities, created potential opportunities. So it's not because it's not. You can't just boil a game down to GA.
Back at you. No, it's not about GA. Let me throw back at you. Mohamed Salah got dispossessed. There is a difference between someone who's defending well and someone is dispossessing somebody. Does that make sense? Like Ake today dispossessed Mohamed Salah 3-4 times. Today. And as Mohamed Salah, you shouldn't be dispossessed by any defender in the world. Does that make sense? What I mean is that you shouldn't be trying to dribble one-on-one and get dispossessed. I'm Egyptian, Rak, and I always
vouch for listen, which players on the field lose the ball the most? The forwards. The forwards always lose the players that the ball the most. It's a function of being in that. It's a function of being in that position on the pitch.
You force. Okay, if you're a good defender, if you force your winger to go back, not to dribble you. Ake didn't only do that sometimes. Ake dispossessed him. Like Mohamed Salah tried to dribble. That's my point.
Part of the reason. But part of the reason why he was dispossessed is because he was pretty isolated, right? Even though most of our forwards are isolated.
Now you're talking.
So if you don't, so if you're isolated, you don't have support with you, then you're stuck. What do? You have to either try and dribble one-on-one, which is high risk, high reward. You get past him, you get a good opportunity. You don't get past him, you lose the ball. So these things, you can't just take these things in isolation.
I need to do a couple of these super chats before. Yes, Sad. Toon Tactics, thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Philip. Absolutely fantastic, guys. There is 600 people here, which is a record for this channel. I need the likes to go up a little bit so we get more people watching. Over 600 people. Do me a favor. It's my birthday. Hit that like button underneath your live chat, okay? Craig Lee saying happy birthday, Mo. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, Mo. Thoughts from 17 years old. Lewis Smiley is absolutely fantastic. 100 days off his 18th birthday, not 100 million. He actually today was absolutely phenomenal. We'll talk about Newcastle and Chelsea. Martin, Arsenal fan, happy birthday, Mo. Thank you so much. Friends, share points, City Pool fighting for second. Yes, that's what Saad is coming, of course, in a second. Yes, of course. Tom Palayan is saying Doku will evolve into some maximum overhype. I disagree with that. I thought Doku was good today because he actually tried so hard and he actually created some chances, but the forwards.
He should have gotten an assist for that Alvarez chance.
100%. Not only, to be honest,
he did.
He
And
terrorized
Foden.
the defense
That,
of
was,
Liverpool. That's
that
the
wasn't an easy
reality.
chance. That wasn't an easy
No,
chance.
but
to take.
Alvarez
The
was
ball coming
literally
at pace.
free in the. He was free in the box. He
Yeah,
should have got that on target.
but he was free. It was free, but it was going on his left foot. He's right footed. That's a difficult chance to take. First time on your left foot. I don't think that's an
as
easy
a
chance
forward.
at all.
He should be able to take that one at least
I
better.
think Alvarez
At
is
least
above
hit that.
footed, by the way.
Yeah.
Ozan Kabak,
think
thank you
he's
so much for
above
super chat.
footed.
Yo, Judge Mo, what an elite panel. Big up Saad and Alex. I don't know why only Saad and Alex. Maybe the super chat only held 2 names. Maybe only the super chat held 2 names. Hit that like button, people. Come on. Patrick, you haven't
Everyone's
said a
allowed to have
word.
their favourites. Everyone's allowed to have their favourites, right?
No, can you hear me now?
Nobody
Yes, we
likes
can.
Hamza.
Oh, it's
That's
just that
okay.
it's just that I wasn't really home, so I had to go find a spot to
Go
stay
ahead.
somewhere.
Fine.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm not complaining about how the game went. The thing with the keeper, who cares? Yes, Alisson today was ass. He was weak, but at the end of the day, it's an advantage. It will happen to us. We're going to cry. It will happen to Liverpool fans. They're going to cry. It happened to Arsenal. Arsenal fans cried about it, but the Arsenal one was more rough. So who cares? The league is like that. We have to get used to the league. Today just proved a lot. Apart from Hamza, Hamza is not waffling. He actually has got few points. The funny thing is today, City got exposed for the fact that people say we've got this year especially. People keep going to this notion that City have the biggest squad. The biggest squad is with Chelsea. Chelsea have the biggest squad. That's true. Some of the players are injured. Big up to Chelsea though, because some of the midfielders they bought are actually gonna come on strong. Caicedo, very good midfielder. Conor Gallagher, as much as they hate him, good midfielder. If you look at me and Michael were talking earlier on. Michael was in the chat when I was doing the preview. Me and Michael had an agreement that this is the first time the opposite happened, where Man City always had the bigger bench to change the game and surprise Liverpool and get a draw from Liverpool or beat Liverpool. It was actually Liverpool's bench that looked attractive, and you're like, if Diaz comes in off the bench, it looks great. If so-and-so comes off the bench, it looks great. If I talk about the game, looking at Klopp, I don't know what Jones was doing on that field. I don't even know if Jones is a football player. I don't even think Jones is a level of Liverpool. I don't know what this kid was playing. The funny thing today, which I'm going to be honest, I know I hate Trent and I hate this kid because this kid is overrated. For the fact people are saying Doku is overrated, how dare you give Trent man of the match? The guy was skinned alive. And I've never heard the word, no offense, but I've never heard
that's
the
a
word
goal.
overtaken.
That's a goal.
I've
Usually
never,
this happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm
this
saying.
happens when you have a goal, they give you the man of the match.
But
it's
do you know
nonsense,
more,
but I understand what you're saying.
Do you know what's more funny and where you see there's English bias and favoritism? Trent's face is on every English media newspaper, every English media channel and thing, putting his face there as if he did something amazing.
Because the English media love Liverpool, right?
No. They love that players. Let's be honest. They love that players. They love that
every
players.
club thinks
Makes sense.
Every club thinks that their media hates their club more than anybody else.
No. I'm not talking about clubs.
Alex, that's not what I said. I said the English media don't love Liverpool, right? That's what I said. I didn't say they hate us because I agree with you. All fans think
no.
Everyone's against us. Referees against us, the media's against us, the world's against us. I absolutely agree. But people can't start saying that.
Am I here? Can we go back? Forget this media trend or whatever. Am I hearing from Patrick that you're complaining about bench?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We used to have Bernardo and David Silva. We used to
the mighty Manchester City who bought Kovacic, Nunes, Gavardiol. That's your choice. Matthias
more.
Listen,
let me finish.
people.
Let me finish about the bench.
Yeah,
people don't get it. This is the thing. There is a judgment towards Man City where when some other clubs have got a small bench, it's fine. That bench is slim because we've got injuries. Kovacic is injured. That's why the bench is bad. I'm not trying to say overall the team is bad. Kovacic is injured. Nunes is injured. John Stones, I said as a joke that he was there for decoration or intimidation. I don't know if that was the thing. De Bruyne is injured. Nunes is injured. That's why the bench had kids like Lewis and Bob. For me, to be honest, this has nothing to do with other teams. This has something to do with ourselves and Pep Guardiola, who says he prefers to work with a small squad and allowed certain
Every
players to
good
leave.
manager actually likes a
No.
small
Pep
squad.
Guardiola says the magic number is 16 to 18 players.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
does-
says
so-
magic
Not,
number is
and
16
this
to
is
18.
everybody. This is not just Pep.
I
All
think
the
we go
good managers
we go
do not
15.
like big squads.
We
I
go
promise
15.
you.
Oh yeah, so look, at the end of the day, look, it's our own fault. Without us allowing Liverpool back in the game, we could have finished it. To be honest with you, if Liverpool had a competent striker, I repeat this, they had a competent striker, they are also beating us. So let's be honest, that game, if you watch it from certain eyes, it's a 50-50 game. Sometimes City were making mistakes. Yes, we were playing sexy football. Trust me, I think Klopp is a genius. I was laughing at him saying he's playing without a DM this season, but I think Klopp is a genius. The guy just got two midfielders who just have full energy, and that's what he plays on, full energy, pressing, and it's working. To be honest with you, Hamza, if Darwin Charles Nunes was a competent striker, I think we're holding a few goals against Liverpool. But also, if we're not wasteful, we're also closing the game. So look, both sides getting a 1-1 was fair. That's what I wanted to say.
Patrick, but to look at the thing here, like when we used to have Bernardo Silva, David Silva, Leroy Sterling, Raheem Sterling. Now look at the numbers. Yeah, so all these players, Fernandinho.
Let him finish, please.
Look at the quality. You could see. Look at the bench. You're like, wow. Remember the pictures they used to take, and they said, "Oh my God, wow."
Why is it our fault?
Now you're looking at my.
So I'm on YouTube. Why is it Liverpool? Hamza, I get what you're saying.
I feel sorry for him. Pep, he looks at the bench. He thinks,
so you saying Pep Guardiola went to his board and asked for the players, and they told him no? No, Hamza.
It was your choice, Hamza, this summer to spend that on Gavardiol, on Kovacic, on Matthias Nunes, to try to get Declan Rice for 100. It was your choice to go for Paqueta, and the mistake happened. It was your choice. It wasn't anybody's choice. It was your choice. By the way, he was asked, let me just finish. He was asked about enforcing the midfield, and he said, I believe Rico Lewis can play a big part. Did he or did he not say that? It was his choice. So why are you complaining? He's the best manager in the world, hands down. Hands down, he's the best manager. It's his choice.
No, but let me tell you, I'm complaining. Who was supposed to be Gundogan replacement?
It's not our fault.
Ask Pep.
It's not our fault.
I can only assume I can only assume it's either Matthias Nunes or Kovacic.
It was Jude Bellingham. It was Jude. Let me repeat again.
No.
Hamza, let it go. Hamza, let it go.
Oh my God!
You didn't get Jude Bellingham.
When you use a guy like Gundogan and you go and get me,
you have to get this guy. Yes, I get what you're saying. You have to get, but it's your choice.
So who do you blame? Who do you blame?
Whose fault is it?
Guys, hold on.
This is a meaty conversation.
Saad, let me just, Hamza, you sit on this channel and on other channels, right? And say one thing. It's Arteta's fault that he bought Kai Havertz.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold the same energy for your manager.
Hold the same energy, 100%.
That's
no, you're not.
Now you are. Now you are.
It's Pep Guardiola's fault.
Pep Guardiola's
Say it.
Not Pep's fault. I want them. I'm not gonna.
Can I speak about Liverpool?
Yes, you can speak about Liverpool and Man City since you're top of the league.
I just want to speak on Liverpool. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Klopp threw the game for the first half. I think going into that game, playing the 4-4-2, whatever the shit that he was doing there didn't work. Curtis Jones in the middle there. I think Szoboszlai was actually playing on the right. He was on the right most of the time, and he was playing somewhat of a 4-4-2 kind of thing, and it just didn't work. As soon as you took off Jota and you took off Curtis Jones, you brought on Gravenberch and you brought on Diaz. All of a sudden, straight, it's a switch. The team started to look more in control of the game. They started to look a bit more confident. And I feel like the second half, if you compare the second half and the first half, it was chalk and cheese, bro. Night and day. It was completely different.
Even in the first half, there were periods where City were dominant territorially, but there were times in the second half, in the first half, where we had more possession and were
100%.
pushing more and were spreading play. So I wouldn't say it's clear cut first half, second half. That's
I'm not. Right, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying in regards to the majority of dominance came in the second half for you guys. Obviously, you guys had moments in the first half as well. I think Tsimikas was amazing today. He had a good game for you guys. I think Trent had a good game. I don't think Trent had a bad game, just because although he was getting cooked by Doku, a lot of times in transition and on counters, he was the one who was stopping these counters and transition plays. He was the one who was stopping them. So if Trent has that effect and he's there and he's stopping these counterattacks and these transitions, I can't sit there and say he had a bad game, because he was stopping a lot of the times you could have scored. Yeah, it could have been 2 times, but he still was there to stop them. Otherwise, that could be 2 goals.
I actually think we can actually sit here and say Trent was okay and Doku was also okay.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why. Why you can say that? Because Man City's plan was to isolate Doku with Trent. Trent's best ability isn't defending. Doku got the better of him about 3-4 times, right? And Trent also stopped him a couple of times. You're not expecting Trent Alexander-Arnold, who isn't a right back, to stop Jeremy Doku, who's one of the best dribblers in the league, every time. If we're asking this, we're being idiots, right? He did it 2-3 times. It's all about a team performance to cover Trent. Will I fault Trent? So let me
more. Reece James did. Let's not back Trent. Reece James did. He pocketed Trent.
Actually, no. I think Doku. You remember Doku put Reece James on his face.
No. But that was maybe.
Let me tell you where Trent, guys. Let me tell you where Trent should be criticized today. In the goal, Trent turned his back on Aki to dribble him. He was absolutely atrocious. If you are a defender, you do not turn your back, because Sabozla was aggressive. He went from the front, tried to dispossess Aki. Didn't succeed. Why is Trent turning his back on Nathan Aki, a defender who is left-footed? Why did that happen? People don't want to speak on it. Trent should never play right back for Liverpool Football Club. It's as simple as that.
No.
That's a bit too.
No, you're going too far.
In big games.
More smoke the truth.
The thing is,
I'm being honest. I'm telling you the alternative. Remove Curtis Jones today, put Trent in the middle, and put Konate, okay? Put Konate on the right side, play with 3 center backs, and leave Trent free in the middle. When Trent was able to move forward, he scored right away. When Trent was able to go up, he created your 2 good crosses. Leave Trent to go forward.
That took them going back to 4-3. That took them.
Can I say, Rakesh? Let me try to explain to him. Look, sometimes you're right on one thing, but you completely went left on the other side.
Never right on everything.
There's a game. You're right about the game that you go on and you're gonna like Doku versus Reece. He made a couple of dribbles past Reece, but most of the game, Reece kept him quiet. Doku, it was completely quiet.
Yes,
but there was a moments when he did pass James, but that's irrelevant, because at the other end, if you put the same thing with Trent is more explosive up top, and that's the thing that you cannot ignore it. What he did today.
Trent isn't a defender, yes.
I'm
actually convinced.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. My point is, like you said, that Trent gets beat sometimes.
Yeah.
Just like that, Trent is scoring and helping offensively sometimes more than he can help defensively. But that doesn't mean that he's not a defender. At the end of the day,
for me, if it's my team, I would use Trent in the middle, because he's a fantastic player. He's an absolutely amazing player.
No, okay.
Go ahead.
First of all, fundamentally, it depends on. It all comes down to how you want to play, right? If you want to be a possession dominant, attacking player, then yes, you can say I want to have a defensive fullback. But if you're going to keep the ball most of the time, and your game plan is to keep the ball in the opposition half most of the time, then you want as many attacking players or players who can contribute in an attacking sense in those positions. Yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold is not the best one-on-one defender, right? Jeremy Doku is a very, very good one-on-one attacker. But if you're a very, very good one-on-one attacker, you better get damn used to being double teamed. You better get damn used to having 2 players and 3 players on you, because Mohamed Salah and other players have had to do that. Similarly, when Pep Guardiola had an attacking-minded fullback who was very good on the ball, Cancelo, who was not a very good one-on-one defender. Actually, he wasn't a very good one-on-one. I think it's debatable who's the better defender of the 2 of them. What did he choose to do? He chose to play Cancelo in those positions. He didn't start him in midfield. He used him as a fullback and then moved him into midfield when required. And that's what we've been trying to do recently with Trent.
I don't think.
We agree then. We agree.
I think the question mark is whether that's the right thing to do for Trent, because Trent's biggest contribution in attacking sense has been as a fullback.
Trent is press resistant. That's why he cannot play in midfield for a long time.
That's also an issue.
He's not press resistant.
That's also an issue.
So you cannot use them
it's a totally different. If it's a totally different thing, playing as a fullback, moving into midfield, and then moving back to fullback, than staying in midfield all the time, because you're getting people coming around you. If you play, you guys have all played football, right? If you've played in midfield, I'm a central defender, but when I've played in midfield, it's different, because you've got people coming from all over. You have to have much less time. You have to have much more composure. From fullback, Trent can dictate play. He can play crossfield balls. He can play balls down. Like you saw it even today, he was playing good balls down the line.
Very good.
That's it.
I actually agree with you. The problem is you're playing Manchester City today. Play a central defense. That's it. I agree with you. If you're playing Brentford at home, put as many attackers as you want. Remove defenders. I agree. But against a team like Manchester City today, Trent should not have been on that right back, in my opinion. He could have been, because Curtis Jones was no use for him. But guys, there's about 800 people here, and I'm asking you to hit that like and get to 500 likes. I guess we're going to stay on Manchester City again. What does this mean for the league? We can talk about the tactics and what happened in the game. Does this mean anything for the league?
It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing.
Go ahead, Saad.
It means nothing. This is normal for City. They come and do this, and then they make everyone think, oh my God, City might actually be different this time. They might actually. This is not the downfall.
Man City go at home to Liverpool.
Yes, yes, Mo. That may as well happen. Yes, they drew at home. They didn't lose. So
yeah,
they only lost.
Does that mean Liverpool?
Does
that mean Liverpool now? Okay. So Man City, you before the game and after the game, when I have 2 Manchester City fans here, Patrick and Hamza, they have 2 different opinions. Both of them are saying we have a thin squad, we have injuries, we're not great. So that means Liverpool now are closer to Man City, because a lot of people said Liverpool cannot compete.
No.
As far as the league right now, yes, but the league is not.
I am saying what you're saying, Alex. I'm talking about now. If we're assessing the last 13 games, Liverpool, have they been the most consistent team in the league?
Yes.
Or not?
If this is the last 13 games in the league, yes. I think yes, Liverpool is close to City. But we're nowhere near close to 13 games left.
We're not close to the end of the league. I'm talking about we're going to sit here. Okay, let me ask the Man City guys. Last year, guys, and the year before, I remember at the end of the season when you had to go on a run, Gundogan stepped up, Mahrez stepped up, Bernardo stepped up. A lot of other players stepped up, by the way. Kevin De Bruyne stepped up. You remember, Kevin De Bruyne stepped up. Now, in the season, we are at the end of the season. Now, Kevin De Bruyne is injured back-to-back hamstring from the end of the final of the Champions League. Gundogan isn't there. You guys, most of you, I'm not talking about you personally, most of the fan base of Manchester City don't trust Kovacic or Matthias Nunes to do the role of Gundogan. Gvardiol is young. You have to rely on Ake at the end of the season. Gvardiol is a good player with a lot of promise, right, in the future. Do you think, looking at these 13 games, that you look exactly the same, or you're going to still wait for your manager to find another way to do it at the end of the season like last year?
Do you know what? Let me be honest, and
please be honest.
I'm starting to laugh.
Be dishonest, Patrick. I want dishonest, Patrick.
Yeah, I know. No, look, I'm starting to laugh these days, especially recently, because we get asked the same questions every time we go on shows. We get asked the same questions at work, and I used to believe these things. I used to say, "Oh my God, we're in trouble." When Mark Gobridge goes in and starts doing his clickbait, I used to believe. Oh, maybe we are in crisis, guys. Calm down.
You're not in crisis. I never said in crisis. Don't put words in my mouth.
I know, you didn't. I know. I didn't say in crisis. I'm saying De Bruyne is training on his own. But he started training on his own, by the way. And then Nunes is going to be back. It was just a knock, but they don't want to risk him. Kovacic, unfortunately, we know what we were buying. We were not buying somebody that obviously I won't be surprised if Paqueta shows up and Kovacic starts holding the bench and just becomes a squad player. What I'm telling people here is this team today, I wasn't complaining about the bench 100% as in that we have nothing else. It's just the fact that Pep wants to work with a small team, and it's a risk when working the small team because as soon as 3 of them are gone, the team might not look as much as it is. But let's talk about it. Let's say January, as they said, at the end of December, De Bruyne is coming back. Let's throw in De Bruyne. Nunes is back on the bench. Kovacic in 3 weeks is back on the bench. And then John Stones is back in the team and he's fit. And then John Stones, funny enough, the half of the season he's when the break comes in.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
I don't think City are gonna go in January and start looking to buy anybody. They don't usually do that. The last time they did that was Riyad Mahrez, I think so, or I think Laporte, one of the two. We're gonna be fine. At the end of the day, even somebody who's even Said, who's an Arsenal fan, tells you don't fall for this trick. Don't fall for this trick. Look at the table. What I'm happy about is Liverpool is back. Less noise from people who were making too much noise. I know I froze there for a minute. The signal is shit in this place. We're going to be back more. Just wait until the Bruyne.
I do have a genuine question for City, though.
Can I do these super chats and then we can move on to? Can I do this? Omar Rushdimo, happy birthday, Hamza. Where is Gundogan?
Gundogan is from near Barcelona.
Ozan Kabak is saying big up to everybody on the panel except Hamza. I don't know why, guys. Hamza's the nicest guy ever.
He's a fraud. That's why
he's a fraud. He's the Vincent Company.
Martin is saying City have lost 2. Okay, so this is a good super chat. City have lost 2, drawn 2, won 3 out of the last 7 Premier League games. 11 points out of 21 points. Yeah. That doesn't happen often. Thank you, Martin, for this. That doesn't happen often.
It does happen often. Then when we get to January, February, they're going to go on a 10-game winning streak. It always happens. We always do these
last season actually first half of a season last season is actually worse than this.
Okay,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, Danish King called the GOAT of cricket is saying Evening City spent £260 million in this window.
Wow. Crazy.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I
did not know that. Wow.
Bro, they did. That's
honesty here. Thank you so much for the super chat. He's saying even though I don't agree with you some of your takes. Nobody agrees with everybody's takes about my players. You are my fellow Muslim brother. Thank you so much. So happy birthday. And McAllister 10 was my man of the match. That's an interesting take.
McAllister was good.
Hamza's piano saying Haaland hit 50 goals in 48 games.
Jesus,
by the way, I never said that. What did I say anything about Haaland? I never even mentioned Haaland. Why are people saying?
No, I think he just wanted to mention. I think he wanted to mention that.
Yeah, Haaland, by the way, the fastest guy to reach 50 goals in the history of the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken.
My point is
generational.
Can I ask you?
Like the finish today was ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah, can I ask you a quick question? Like I know somebody whining about the Finn squad, but my question is: do you think with the starting 11 that you have today, you should have won that game?
Yeah, 100%. We should have won that game. Bro, what are we doing? We had 60% possession, 61% possession. Liverpool had 39. What are we doing this?
Possession doesn't always mean.
Let me ask the normal.
Oh my God, Michael, respond to him. Michael, Hamza, go ahead. Tell me why.
Michael, I'm sorry.
Alex asked the question. Hamza, tell me why do you think you should have won the game? And then Michael will respond.
We control. Listen, to me, I've always been brought up. If you control the game, you got the ball. The guys are parking. All they did is park the bus. The best player was Mo Salah.
Oh my God! He said the park the bus.
Whether you like it or not, we had chances. We had the goal ruled out, but our Foden had a sitter. Oh my God! I remember he made a mess. Alisson made a mess, and then Foden had the chance, and he should score the 100%. Because Alisson, remember Alisson mistake. And then Alisson made a wonderful save again. So we had chances to win the game. And no one saw that. I was in shock. Like I couldn't believe even after the game for 10 minutes that we drew the game. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. Like It's not like Liverpool were creating chances. And I was
Hamza,
scared.
did we?
And you
Okay, Hamza,
remind me,
wait, Mo,
What is
wait.
the clear cut? Tell me one clear cut chance other than the
Foden had a
Foden one
chance.
where Alisson made a miss of it. Tell me one. Just give me one.
He kicked it straight to Foden.
Okay, yeah. This one is a mistake.
That wasn't a clear
You said
cut
you
chance.
controlled the game.
Edge of the box.
Tell me one clear cut chance Manchester City created today.
Doku passed the wing, he crossed it back, and Haaland just miscuffed it. And then Alvarez had
Alvarez, not Haaland. Alvarez
had a chance.
So that's the chance.
Haaland missed it too. The fact is, Haaland missed it. Sitter too. Pass from Doku.
I was gonna say that question on Patrick. I think the thing is, I think they will buy. I'm so glad. I think they will buy. There's no doubt. I can smell that the fact that, and I'm so glad he showed up again. That Pep didn't bring anyone. He's telling everyone like
Sad is my favorite panelist.
That's the third time he hasn't brought
now.
He hasn't brought them. And I'm sorry to say that it means he doesn't.
Michael wanted to say something. Michael, can we get?
No, because I'm losing football brain cells at the moment. If I'm not lying, because what I'm hearing right now, Liverpool, yes, they didn't play well today, but they created enough chances. If Darwin was wearing a Uruguay jersey, he might have scored today. But instead, he comes back to the cold weather of England and decides to turn back into I don't know what Darwin this is because. I rate the guy, but there's these moments where I look at him, I'm just like, you have to be clinical in these big games. That's why they paid the big money for you to come from Benfica. Not, okay, yes, you got potential. You had a great season at Benfica, but to score in the big games. Not to score against a Luton where you missed a chance, but do it against Manchester City, like Suarez did, like Torres did. But Darwin still hasn't proven it to me, even though he scored against Man United last season twice. Go ahead, Saad.
No, sorry. You know, the thing is, I'm gonna actually debunk this whole City are in a crisis. They haven't got the squad depth, all of that. Yeah. In January, there's gonna be something called the African Cup of Nations and the Asian Cup. Yeah. All of our teams are losing players. By the way, all of our teams are losing players. The only team that doesn't lose players, that has all of their players are European or South American, are these two, Manchester City. So that's why there's plan. That's why he bought these players, because Pep already knows he's thinking for the future. He's not thinking for now. Pep is thinking 2 months, 3 months, 4 months in advance.
Conspiracy.
Patrick.
Simple as that, bro. Simple as that,
he literally South came. Listen. So okay.
I think Yaya Toure. I think Yaya Toure is in your year. Speaking about Pep,
guys. And more, that question about that gun, you said a very good question because there's no Ganda one. But remember, we never had Ganda one, but we had Yaya Toure. So Pep needs to train these guys to be a big game player. But one thing that makes them favorite, that one thing you just trust, and I'm sorry to say that, I'm not being arrogant. It's a manager. He's a winner.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's a winner in the world. He grew up as a winner. He played like a winner. He played with the greatest players. He trained with the greatest players.
He was a shit player. Stop lying. Pep Guardiola was a shit player. Stop lying.
Yeah, he did. R9, Romario, Stoichkov, all those players played with him.
Yeah, and he was the shit on that team.
No, he wasn't.
He was still the captain. He was still the captain, though.
He's one of the great players.
Okay, listen. This Man City team, there's 900 people here, guys. Hit that like button for me. It is my birthday. I'm going to keep repeat that. It's a good day. It's a record for the stream. I know we want to talk about Chelsea, but I think in short,
we can keep talking about City.
No.
Let's talk about Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea.
I want to give Saad because we have like 10, 15 minutes left max. We're going for 50 minutes. Arsenal won today, top of the league. They weren't great, but they still won. Shai Havertz scored the winner. He just
say his real name. He scored the winner.
Kai Havertz today.
Did you say
2 games? He had the assist against Manchester City, and he had the goal against Brentford. Kai Havertz might have justified the £65 million.
No. Let's chill out. Why? What's going on here, man? Let's chill out.
Watch Gal doing that conversion. Watch Gal doing that conversion with Kai Havertz.
It's crazy. Listen, I'm happy with the win. Firstly, I'm going to say I'm happy with the win. I'm happy that we're top of the league. Got the 3 points. But like I
winning
said,
the
on
league now? Are you
like I
winning the
said,
league?
no. It's relax, man. It's freaking. What is it? December? It's November.
It's not even
November.
December.
It's November, bro. It's November. I'm not going to say anything about the league until January, February, March. I can't chat until then. But listen, even though we got the win,
What is the check?
this
What
is
the fuck
paid.
is this panelist? What the fuck, bro? Just give me I'm winning the league, bro.
That's what.
No.
Give me
Yeah,
I'm winning the league. You freaking won today
listen.
and Man City drew at home. Give me I'm winning the freaking league.
Trust your manager. Why didn't you trust your manager?
Okay, Hamza, firstly, that's a lot easier coming from you because you can trust your manager.
You have to
Your
trust
managers won the last 5 out of freaking 6 titles, bro. Please. Just allow it, man. You can say that. You can say it with confidence. Yeah, Pep will win the league. Yeah, we're gonna win the league. We're 3 points ahead. Yeah, we won it, man. Forget it. I don't even need to look at the TV anymore. Feet up. I'll be celebrating in the parade. And bro, come on, man. I can't say that. I haven't won the league yet. I haven't won the league. I've gone to the end and then failed.
Big
but
club.
bro, I haven't won the league yet.
Big club mentality. Wow.
No, but you haven't won the league, so I'm not gonna sit.
No, but it's also reality. It's also reality, right?
I'm trying to be realistic. I'm not gonna be this guy that, oh my god, Kai Havertz just scored a goal. Yes, we're gonna win it. He just freaking paid off all of the money that he got.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
I'm being realistic.
Off the bench.
No.
A weapon off the bench.
No.
Against the
I actually rate the goal itself. That's not easy goal.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not easy goal.
Want to say it.
But
off the bench, he provided. Listen,
I'll
Kai Havertz has been
say-
shit. Did Kai Havertz or did he not provide the solution off the bench today?
No,
Yes
today,
or no?
today,
That's it.
I'll fully say hands up, fair play, good goal, man, good goal.
I'm a fair guy.
His performances up until now have not been, you know what I mean, the Arsenal standard. They've not been the Arsenal standard. Anyway, listen, all I'm gonna say is, we got the win, papering over a lot of cracks. We're still not creating enough chances. We are still, yet again, of course, defensively, we're amazing. Defensively, no problem. But when it comes to offensively, our players are just not, there's no cohesion there. The players are not passing with each other. They're not creating the chances that I need them to
Midfield
create.
is still out of balance. I think
yes, exactly. We still haven't replaced Granit. We still haven't
PTSD. What happened last year?
Okay, hold on. Let me. This is the thing. This is. Hold on, Hamza. This is where I dropped my Hamza line because I had a Hamza line ready. Yeah, I lost Granit Xhaka. How am I supposed to replace him? I have no Granit Xhaka. Where am I supposed to go now? I have no Granit Xhaka. What am I supposed to do? They expect me to just win every single game now, even though I have no Granit Xhaka. My midfield is open now.
You don't trust him. You don't trust your players. You see what happened? What they did.
Why he should trust it? Did he win the treble or you?
You don't trust your players. You don't have to go in January.
You don't trust your manager. You whining about your bench right now when you have supposedly the best manager, supposedly the best forward, the best defense. You just got Croatian fraud for 100 mil. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining?
Listen, I'm gonna win the league.
Croatian fraud.
Okay, good for you. We'll see.
I'm confident.
Fucking gold. Michael is losing his brain.
Croatian
the
fraud.
Football brain cells are going like this, Mo.
Nah, but listen, good game. It was a good win.
It reminds me of Megamind.
We didn't play well.
Can I mention something to the people because I might not have a chance? Gabriel Jesus was shit. Gabriel Jesus should have scored that. By the way, that goal that they scored and got chopped off, people just forget that Gabriel should have scored that. It was an easy header. Just score the goal. But anyway, long story short, Arsenal are good. Alex,
Mo, can I ask Saad one question? So, do you think this is sustainable? Do you think this is sustainable, Saad, that you're performing like this? No.
That's
we may not concede goals. Conceding goals, that's not a problem for me.
I did see Brentford have 2 goal line chances today.
Yeah, that's because of a certain bozo.
What a
clearance from the line.
What a brain to leave the play and go stand in the only clear angle for the shot. To be honest, I have to give him credit to that.
Yeah.
Bro, Declan Rice.
He did
Declan
like
Rice.
you know. I remember the John Stones one. Because I was watching it yesterday. Declan
Thiago
Rice
Silva.
left the play, didn't go to tackle the players. By the way, went stood in the only place that I knew Mbuemo was gonna shoot it, and he blocked it. It was absolutely brilliant. By the way,
I do have one quick thing about saying about Arsenal, and the problem, like some Man United keep saying it, like, but we keep winning, we're still 6 and stuff like that. Those kind of scrappy games that you're supposed to win and get the, like 3 points, those are usually counts at the end of the season, not in the beginning, but count at the end of the season. When you have too many games a season, when you have Champions League every like in the middle, and then you go, then it count, not in the freaking November. You see what I'm saying? Those 3 points, I understand that it's good. You have won in a game, but you shouldn't be scrapping. If you're fighting for the title, like for Chelsea, I will be happy to scrap the 3 points in November. But if you would supposedly be fighting for the title, you cannot afford to scrap 3 points in November. You're supposed to be fighting and pushing and pushing. If you think about how bad City in the beginning of the season, and they had time to come back and catch up with how bad they are closer to the forward 3 than they were last season. How far was the Arsenal last season away from City in December and in January? You see what I'm saying?
I think we were 12 points or something.
Exactly. That's
Arsenal
my point.
Never had more than 5 points with the same games over last year. Never, by the way.
Okay.
What do you mean? We're 9 points at one game.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but he's talking about the games.
There was
games in hand.
The games in hand. I actually went to every game week. Arsenal never was clear from Manchester City by more than 5 points.
Yeah, but the game in hand is usually...
With the game in hand, that was against Brentford. You remember that Man City game that was delayed? In Brentford, that game was delayed, and then the Arsenal game. But yeah,
the reason why I said that it's not sustainable for me is because yes, we'd go into games and I'm comfortable not conceding because I know that my defense is going to do its job. The problem I have is scoring goals. Because yes, Alex Ferguson said, attacks don't win you titles, it's defenses. Defenses win you titles, you know what I mean? And attacks win you games. But yes, that's all great, but we've got to find a perfect balance. Yes, I think he's focusing more on controlling the games. That's what Arteta's really focusing on. He's trying to focus on trying to control these games, keep possession, and be defensively sound. But he's not focusing on creating chances like he was last season, starting on the front foot. Last season, we'd start on the front foot, we'd start games, we'd be on the team straight away, bang, bang, attack. But we're not that same team. So something's changed this season.
I'm gonna break your little bit your heart again. Like just like last season, everybody figured out your offense, how good they are by the end of the season. By the end of the season, teams will figure it out how to beat your defense.
But can I say something about this calculated thing that Arsenal fans do to make them good? To make you know what Arsenal fans do, and I said it yesterday. Arsenal fans say whatever makes them sleep at night. We play more calculated football. You know that your percentage of ball position is exactly the same as last year.
With less threat up front.
Like numbers don't lie. You control the same amount of position in the games. Like calculated football, because Odegaard today was shambolic, absolute shit.
As always.
He was absolute shit today. Couldn't dribble past anybody, and he couldn't find any solutions. Bukayo Saka was trying so hard. Odegaard wasn't helping him. Gabriel Jesus at some point was standing right next to Bukayo Saka. Nobody's in the 18. So Bukayo Saka looked at the 18, and then he had to go back to Tomiyasu. And that has to... I thought Gabriel Jesus would solve that problem. Today, he was absolutely terrible. I don't know if it's injuries or whatever. He was not great today, Gabriel Jesus, and needs to be resolved. Trossard today was very, very good, but his finishing is still a little bit questionable because he got 2 headers and he should have scored. Martinelli, again, people are double. I actually think what Alex is saying is true. People are doubling on Martinelli. People are doubling on Saka. People are doubling on Trossard. People are not leaving players to play like last year, right? Arsenal, I don't know if they're going to have another gear to go into or not. I know Man City will. I know Liverpool will. I'm sure of that. But I'm not sure about Arsenal because you did it one season.
Newcastle forward, the one that scored against Chelsea today, what's his name?
Oh my God! If Isak plays for Arsenal,
can you imagine Isak at Arsenal?
I said it though. I said it to Arsenal fans, and some Arsenal fans always, you know what makes me laugh about Arsenal fans is when they took Zinchenko and Jesus from us, I told them, look, you've taken good players, but I was like, these players are not what you think they are, especially Jesus. I'm sorry. I defended Jesus for years. Then I realized I'm defending a guy who is good on the ball, who looks great, but he's not the striker who's going to
Kai
win you things.
Havertz.
Yeah, but
That's what Chelsea is, Kai Havertz.
Maybe. Because I don't think
Not maybe.
Jesus, but look, I don't think Jesus is the striker that would take Arsenal to a title. And I'm
he
telling you, Arsenal
can,
fans,
Patrick. He can if he gets
can't.
everybody else involved, like last year. The reason why Saka
useless,
had 25 GA and Martinelli had 18 and Odegaard had, is because
But
he actually
that's
was
not
thinking
solely him.
like
But they were playing better when he was
Firmino.
injured.
That's
No,
not
they
just
were playing
him.
better when he was injured. They were playing better and scoring goals when he was injured.
Not better.
They were.
When he came back, I think I think Gabriel Jesus is a good player.
I
think
can
people just like to
tell one
slander
thing
him.
that will improve Arsenal without buying
Good
a player
but
right
not a
now.
good striker. Let's just leave it there. Good player.
Anyway,
Can we talk about Chelsea?
Zinchenko needs to play in the midfield.
In the
He's
eighth.
really
Thank
good
you so
midfielder.
much. Very good. He's very good in the eighth. Now the last part, because we've been in an hour.
Are you sure
right?
we can talk about?
To be honest, I got it
Alex,
wrong.
Alex, Alex.
I'm gonna be Hamza. I'm gonna lose in the signal in a minute.
More, let me go quickly about this Newcastle Chelsea.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I
I
predicted it this week. I told everyone, I said, yo, they're gonna lose 3-4-1 easy, because there's no way this team is a fraud.
Can you give me evidence where you said it on a video or something?
And I said it live, on Sam's channel. I said they will get beat 3-4-1 easy. There's no way they're getting a point out of Newcastle, because St. James Park is it's a tough place to go. I've been there. To get a draw there, what Liverpool did was amazing.
He said,
What Liverpool did with 9-10 men was amazing. Like Newcastle, St. James, they had 12, 13 players missing.
It's a special breed.
Newcastle had 12 to 13 players missing, and this football club went to their ground and had a 17-year-old midfielder. We have to question Caicedo, 100 million, Enzo, 100 million. These are frauds. These are complete frauds. And 17-year-old academy player having a better performance.
Enzo was terrible today.
Yes.
Terrible. It's
Oh
shocking.
my God! No.
Okay, so Alex, let Hamza finish, but I want to tell you something. The reason why I'm saying Enzo was terrible, if he's playing like a 20 million pound player, I'll get you that. He's not justifying his price tag today. He's getting by. Enzo's getting by. Enzo's getting every game. Some games he's good. Some games he's just getting by. He's playing like an average midfielder in the Premier League.
More, let me just quickly finish. What a joke, what a failure of a football club there. They spend 1 billion to have David Sanchez in goal. What a joke. David Sanchez is your number one keeper. If you spend 1 billion in a season, what a failure you are a football club. Number two, Reece James is not reliable. Whenever he's reliable, he got sent off today. Yeah, that was appalling, shocking. Poor Thiago Silva, the 39-year-old. 13-year-old is the one who's carrying them. And today shows it. The guy is tired. The guy is physically knackered. They said Badashile will change their football club. Then Badashile looks defensively, they're just appalling. A joke. Then they've got midfielders, they're like Enzo and Caicedo, who are frauds now for 120 million. A 17-year-old academy kid comes in and has no Premier League experience. And comes and outplays you. It's shameful.
Fantastic.
Where was this Jackson? Newcastle, you're an amazing team. This is what shows Chelsea fans. I hope you've learned something. You don't have passion. You haven't got brains. Newcastle have just showed you. They could have got all the players they want, but the players love and they've shown passion and desire about winning. And they beat you fairly. You should have lost 5 or 6-1, and you're lucky to have lost 4-1. Be very grateful you lost 4-1. And now your next target is just focus your next game. But other than that, I haven't got anything to say.
You're walking thin line there. You're walking thin line. Watch what you say. You can troll, but watch what you're saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
He said anything. Anyway, moving on from this.
Good luck to Alex, man. See you guys, man. Good luck, Alex.
Has to go. Alex, I want your actual analysis of the game. Like seriously.
Okay.
Like seriously,
thank God.
what did you think about the game?
I think the biggest problem I have is I'm not saying Pochettino out, but I have a question in like with Pochettino a little bit, especially
Hamza, you're still. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a questions with Pochettino and his why did he actually change the way we played for the past 4 times and we are actually building some kind of chemistry. That was my number one. If he thinks that Caicedo was jet lagged, the game was on Tuesday, and the same continent was as the rest of Brazilians that played, and they came through. So I don't understand why. I don't know. Maybe his masseuse at the private jet wasn't masseusing him enough, but I don't care. Like why Caicedo missed the game. That's number one. Number two, if you actually have decided Caicedo is not fit enough to play, why did you put the blunt mount on the right wing? When did that ever give us a good results? Why did you decide to move Palmer from the right side where he was brilliant and put him in the middle? That's a manager's question. I don't understand the purpose of it. Who's the blunt mount is actually good pressing the players in the middle. Why did he move him to the right to press who? Livramento? I don't need him to be pressing Livramento. I need him to be pressing center backs. That's my biggest problem with this game. And then it was going for the personnel. Personnel was non-existent. Non-existent. There's no kahunas from anybody. Reece James supposed to be a captain. That was poor. We're giving away the little bitty cheap free kicks for no reason. And you know what I'm telling you? There is actually they didn't want to be in a game. When you get a free kick and you kick the ball out for no reason,
and you know you're gonna get a yellow card. You know you're gonna get a yellow card.
You know you're gonna get
100% you're getting a yellow card here. Yeah. I know
so I don't
some of the players
this
didn't want to have the
mentality.
pressure.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. Why did James did that? Why did what's his name? Gallagher did
Sterling
that?
did this. Sterling kicked the ball
Sterling
away.
did this.
Sterling kicked the ball away. It was only 2-1. And he kicked the ball away. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You know you're gonna freaking get a yellow card. I actually thought that you played all right after you got the equalizer. You had a couple of free kicks. You created a couple of chances. Jackson
even in the second half in the beginning when we had the chance
but
when the
to be
goalkeeper
honest
made the
with
mistake.
you, I am actually don't understand why Chelsea were wide open when it was 1-1. Why did you go all guns blazing forward? You left Newcastle a lot of spaces. I don't know. I actually have no idea why Pochettino thought, I will press high. I will have the lines spread and I will leave spaces to Anthony Gordon and Almiron in the back. I don't know. He kind of lost the plot. He wasn't on the sideline. I'm not sure if anybody else watched the game. From anybody else that wants to add.
I watched it. I watched it a little bit. I gotta just say, because I know everybody on YouTube and most places they want to just criticize Chelsea because they spent all this money, and fair enough. It's a project at the end of the day. It's gonna take time to rebuild. Some of these players don't have the cojones, like Alex said. They're young. They have to go through these tough moments. It's easy playing at home where you're getting a point against Arsenal, you're getting a point against Man City, and you get praised for the performance, and rightly so. But when you go to the tough away grounds in the Premier League, and St. James's Park is right now one of the toughest grounds to go to, that's where you're tested as men. And today, they were kids and little boys. But Newcastle, absolutely brilliant.
They weren't kids. I gotta be honest. I'm sorry. They weren't even kids. They were pussies. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, there we go. There you go. I mean, but you got to give a lot of credit to Newcastle, though. I mean, one player that doesn't get a lot of praise, in my opinion, who is one of the best in his position in the world, is Kieran Trippier. My God, what a right back. If he wasn't English, he might be starting for a lot of national teams around the world because he is one hell of a player. And then I looked at their bench today. There is 3 goalkeepers and freaking, I don't know how many kids on this bench, and they won 4-1.
Isak makes a difference, Michael.
No, Isak definitely makes a difference.
Makes a massive difference. People
Isak
like having someone like Isak. I thought he was injured. Having someone like Isak on that can make that me and you, Alex. We thought Isak is out. We thought Anthony Gordon is gonna be the forward.
That's my point. Like you can cook me. I predicted based on what I understood. There's no way. You see, this is another thing about cojones. If you think that the manager who had the game in the midweek in the Champions League will think further by not getting Isak the minutes started position, because he would afraid, like, look, if any other club, any Liverpool or Chelsea, we would not do that. We would not let the player like Isak straight like Nkunku. Nkunku's available, right? What Newcastle manager did, he would have started Nkunku right now. Chelsea manager didn't. He thought that Caicedo was jet-lagged, and he didn't start him. But he started Isak because Isak was in a long-term injury, and he started him in the game. That's what I'm talking about, kahunas. And there was a start rumors. There was all of a sudden, like I said, I don't blame the manager until December. And I've seen the same thing about by December. I want Pochettino. I don't care. He only signed 2-year contract. That ball is rich. We spent
who are you going to bring? Who are you going to bring?
We'll go for Pep.
Let me ask you a question.
We'll go for Pep.
I
just said Pep.
You've gone through every manager, though. Come on.
No, I'll go for Pep.
Okay, big up. Look, let me say that. You see now, Alex. Do you understand? Alex, now you understand why I was pissed off last week when we drew with you guys. That's why I was saying this. That's why I was telling people that there's something not right with this Man City team. And I said it. I remember I came on the terrace and Chelsea fans thought I was insulting them. They thought I was salty. It's just, you are a project, as Michael says. And for you guys to rinse us how you did in that game, it was a bit embarrassing at this point in time. Not disrespect to the Chelsea badge or to the Chelsea as an institute. It was just that with this team right now, it's not cooked yet. It's semi-cooked. And at the end of the day, there's decisions being made like Pochettino today. Those were silly decisions. You don't go to Newcastle, who've got Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, who's become one of the best midfielders. What a funny story.
That's my point. But that's my point. Why would the manager do that?
Because he's Pochettino.
Look, okay, let me ask another question. When you're trying to build something, some kind of chemistry between the players, what the number one thing needs to be done?
You play them together.
Thank you. What Pochettino did.
Can I just say one shameless thing? Thank God just one shameless thing. Thank God the Cole Palmer hype has died and lasted. One.
No, he didn't.
Oh, Patrick, come on.
He was good today. Cole Palmer wasn't bad at all.
He was put him in the wrong position today.
Yeah, he wasn't bad at all. So remember, he was 21 years old. This is his first full ride for a big team in the Premier League. He was on the bench. Come on, just give him a break.
Yeah.
Patrick. You're so bitter. It's unbelievable, bro. What is this?
The thing is that this was always going to be a tough game for Chelsea because yes, they've had some good results recently, and even some decent performances recently, but nothing that I would consider spectacular. Like Patrick, I'm sure he was very disappointed after that game the other week against Chelsea. It could have really gone either way, but City should have won that realistically. So, 9 times out of 10, they would have probably won that game. Chelsea wouldn't have had the opportunity to equalise, certainly in the last minute. So going to Newcastle was always going to be difficult. They had some players out, but St James's Park is a very tough place to go. I said it when we beat them, and our win was fortunate. I don't think many teams are going to go to Newcastle and going to get 1 point, let alone 3 points. So that was a big result for us. I said this at the start of last season. The difficult thing for Chelsea fans is going to be changing their mentality, having the cultural change it needs because you are in a different era now. You are in a project era, and so many of the newer Chelsea fans, people who've become Chelsea fans in the last 15 years, they don't know what this is like. Chelsea are going to be run like any other team now, and unfortunately, that's the reality. You're going to have they spent a lot of money now, but that's not going to be the way they continue to operate because they are being because
it's about
but it's about understanding that this is a long-term process that you have to build with a manager over a period of time, because if you don't, otherwise you're just going to be pissed off for the next 15 years or 10 years or however long it's going to take.
You can't do that.
Rack, even
money.
But even the fans, even younger fans now, Alex will know what Chelsea was before they were this Chelsea that won titles and Champions Leagues and all of this. Certain younger fans don't know that. They don't know what Chelsea was before.
But that's the thing.
the grind and trying to build
Sad.
something.
I think people think that Roman Abramovich. No, even before Roman Abramovich, Chelsea fired manager. Just look at the freaking managers before that. Stop. Where'd you get this
it was
idea?
Zola,
Are you happy with that?
Exactly,
Are you
man.
happy with
Why?
that, though?
It was this after that.
Yeah,
the
why?
player
I
manager,
don't
let's
understand.
hire
Where
this
you
Are
get
you
guy.
this
happy with that,
idea
though?
from?
Alex, are you happy with that? Do you like that? Do you enjoy that, though?
No, I
This kind
don't
of
like. Look. Like I said, I don't give up on the manager, and I want him to succeed. But the lessons that I want to think, like for example, how to explain it better? It's like with less manager, I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait. The problem is when I see not like how you say it, people saying that they don't like. I wish the managers would be more courage and say, you know what, you playing only my way and we don't change it all. And that way I will know that at least you have cojones to try to implement something and it doesn't work out. But when this is what I don't like. When you do this week after week, we have a young squad, right? What's the best thing for young squad? If I ask anybody, it's to think to they can build together, right? Don't make don't make changes when don't break if it's not broken. That's my problem with the managers. And the same thing with what's his name? That Brad last year.
Potter.
Why change it?
I think with
why
Poch, he's making
change what
schoolboy.
You didn't want him to get rid of Potter, or did you want him to keep Potter?
No, he's talking about the
I
he's
didn't.
talking about Poch.
Why did he change? Why didn't he play Caicedo? Why did he move Palmer in the middle instead of
Palmer in the middle?
Why is Gallagher went to the right side? There's a lot. Why Badishili started actually today?
Why Badishili started exactly?
Like, I like Badishili. I was surprised
but you
that he started. Why would you start Badishili today in a big game like this at St. James's Park? There was no reason for that today.
It's because
Badishili is a fantastic player. He's come back from injury. He hasn't played that game this season.
Rakesh, it's not about like you said earlier, like Chelsea we are winning. You know that feeling that you have something, even though the goals are everywhere or like withdrawn against City. But for the player, that confidence matter. And when you go for that confidence and you get beat and humiliated, after this, this will come. They will.
What happens if you finish 8th this year, Alex?
I still feel like, look.
Are we mad if you guys finish 8th? And we're like, you have to get sacked. What is this? You spend that
much
money.
If he doesn't get top 4, if we don't get champions or Europe, he needs to be gone. I don't care.
Like this notion of
my team is not
and build and stuff. That happens
8.
when you buy a player. You buy two. They went and bought a World Cup winner in Enzo. They have him. They went and bought Caicedo. They kept Levi Colwell. Right, they got Palmer. They got Lavia. I'm sorry. I'm not telling you to go win the freaking league. I'm telling you to at least compete with Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes.
Well, you know what? The issue's going to be, right, if Chelsea don't get Champions League this season, because they spent a hell of a lot of money, and at some point, like I said, these guys are owned by a hedge fund now, that some of that money needs to be repaid. All these guys that they've bought and they've amortized over 6 or 7 years. That's a long period of time. They've established that they brought in these young players with the idea that they're going to mature and they're going to become a championship winning team and a European winning team. But at the same time, there are still milestones and achievements they have to achieve before they get to that point. And if it gets to the situation where they don't get Champions League this season, maybe they've programmed that in a little bit, but it can't continue. They can't. If for example, they miss out on Champions League this season and they miss out on Champions League next season, that's serious money. £200 million. But people, but what I'm saying is, people who know about the financial situation at most of these clubs. One of them is a City guy called Stefan. Patrick will know him. He's quite well versed in this kind of stuff. He's very, very scathing about the way that Chelsea have run their books, and if what he's saying is correct, they're in serious danger of breaching financial fair play, and we all know that if they're going to, you can
balance the books by selling the players.
By selling, you can, but again, then you're going to have a lot of young. But if you're selling, how much are you selling for? And then if you're selling, is that going to mean can you replace those players with players of the same quality?
But
if you're going for younger and younger
I
players.
think we're talking about FFP. I think FFP should be the least of their worries at the moment. I'm sorry.
I don't have.
We're asking this.
If you spend £1 billion, if you spend £1 billion, I think it should be in your
I
utmost.
get what you're saying, Rak. Let me just say
Rakesh,
this.
we
are
keep
asking
saying
Chelsea Football Club, who spent that much money and got a Pochettino guy that had experience in the Premier League, not to compete with Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. We're asking him to compete with Aston Villa, Brighton, and Tottenham Hotspur. We're not asking him to compete with the top. We're asking this guy to compete with Ange Postecoglou, who has
asking my guy to start 11 the same players. That's what I'm asking.
Like I was talking about, I'm sorry, with that much money spent, theoretically, you should be gunning for the league. Theoretically. But let's be realistic. That's not going to happen. We're asking you to compete.
Mo, let me ask you. Did we spend the billion on a starting 11, even though it's not even a billion?
No, you didn't. You didn't. But you spent it on young players and this
exactly.
And that. Yeah.
So it's a different kind of money, different kind of motorization situation because it's a youth system. You can loan them. You can balance the books. Rakesh, I know you're finance guy. I'm broke guy. One, I can tell you, those billionaires, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not worrying about the money because at the end of the day, I want them to lie. I want them to break the rules. I want them to bend the rules. I want them to keep doing what they're doing and keep buying the players. One sell of Mount, and we could afford that over 200 because Mount, homegrown player.
I know. But the problem is you need to sell a Mount every summer.
We have another blonde one. At Chelsea.
And then after that,
call him the blonde Mount.
After that, we still have Rakesh. We have academy one of the best academies in the world.
No, it's true. But people are calling Conor Gallagher one of your best players this season. So you're going to replace one of your best players.
A manager put him in the wrong position.
Anyway,
okay, fine. We shall see.
We'll see.
Mo, I can't lie though. They might get another £100 million player in this Lewis Miley guy because I don't know. Chelsea might need another midfielder, and he's one in Newcastle.
I'm telling you, in January, Chelsea buying Ivan Toney. I'm telling you, people, in January.
No, they're going to get Victor. They're going to go for Osimhen next summer. That's what they're going to do.
I don't think so. I think Osimhen is too expensive. I think they're going to go for Ivan Toney. I think
no, we're not. No, we're not. Actually, Chelsea pushed away. It's not true.
Yeah.
Does Osimhen go to Chelsea if there's no Champions League or no Europe?
No, he doesn't.
I still think he does.
But the money tax, Rakesh, money tax.
Sure, but financially, he's going to be what 120, 130 million. That's what De Laurentiis is going to want, right?
Yes, at least, and he's going to demand. He's going to demand an astronomical wage. He's going to demand that.
That's maybe blowing your summer. That's maybe blowing your
summer. By the way, Osimhen isn't going to care about the 8-year contract. Osimhen is going to say, give me 4-year contract worth 250, 300 a week. This is what he's not, because Osimhen isn't young. Osimhen isn't young. Osimhen is 24.
Is he 24?
He's 24.
Yeah, he's
Osimhen
young,
isn't young. No, he's not going to go for the 8-year contract.
He is young.
No. What I mean is that you're not going to be able. You're not. I don't think Chelsea are going to be able to convince Osimhen to take 100 million for 8 years. I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to go for give me 4 or 5 year contract for 250 or 300k. This is what he wants.
The devil is in the details. They can maybe they can do something.
Listen,
maybe they put a 8-year contract with a break clause or something like that, right? They can do this kind of stuff.
Listen, people, it has been a great show. Thank you so much for everybody that joined. Still people here. There's almost 700 people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that like button. 500 likes. Absolutely brilliant from everybody. Michael, thank you so much for being here from Michael Talks Football. I'm going to put all the guys' channels in the description. I just didn't get to it because it was too late. Rack, of course, thank you for being here representing Liverpool. By the way, I'm telling you, Liverpool fans are going to celebrate this as a win. And they're going to just mock Chelsea that they celebrated last draw as a win. It's already happening on Twitter. I'm not talking about you guys, but you know what I'm talking about.
Mo, get off that platform. Get off of that platform.
I think actually Twitter is a reflection of the fans.
Is your name is Rakesh? Is your name is Rakesh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patrick from a true City
Somebody
fan.
said there
Thank you,
wasn't.
Patrick, for making the effort to be here with me. Thank you so much. I really
Thank you as
appreciate it.
always, man. I appreciate it.
Thank
And you
you
know
so
what?
much.
Let me just say one thing. I'm loving life in 2023 because as much as people say City is not relevant, number one, when Everton was being charged, we were trending. Number two, when everybody gets when everybody gets a draw with us, they celebrate like it's a Champions League final. So thank you very much. Big up, big up.
Criminal brothers. I say
Allegedly.
there's no allegedly.
And Saad, of course, from the Football Corner. I want give Saad a subscription. His channel is give Saad a subscription. His channel is in the description. Thank you, Saad. Top of the league,
And
my man.
Donate for Saad. Donate for Saad because he has only one book in his house. He needs a second book. Please.
Waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. That's my only shameless. That's my only.
That is a squeegee.
I had to be shameless.
That's a good song. That's a good song. It's a good song, to be fair.
Man.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
And Alex, thank you so much for being here. Even though you lost, you're always a brave guy to come in. When you gave your word, you always show up. Thank you for everybody that watched us. We appreciate you guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow when Man United lose to Everton, and we're all gonna laugh. And Spurs, we're gonna lose to Aston Villa. You heard it here first. We'll see out, guys.